Hello, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. So, any questions as to what I do, services that I provide, Patreon, all of that fun stuff down below in the description. So, this is Fire Signs Weekly Reading. Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. I'm gonna go ahead and focus the camera and our energy on the candle and water. The word I keep hearing is finally. Finally back on track. Finally, either you have started a new project or are getting in the process of starting a new project. But there is a sense of things finally calming down, finally being able to see kind of like the steps that you have to take. So there is clarity since the clarity has come in and you allowed it to come in, fire signs. Now you're able to take all of those little things or those ideas or whatever and are able to finally start working or finally start pursuing whatever it is that you're trying to pursue. If this is something that you had already started or something that you were working on, then you're starting to see the results of your work. So, let's say if you go ahead and you garden, you go ahead and you plant your seeds, like finally the plants are starting to grow. Finally you're starting to see the flowers coming in or whatever it is. But there is a space, there's an energy of finally seeing results, finally getting some results. So this kind of helps you stay motivated. Give me 1 second. So as you start to see things working out or going, progressing and moving forward and things like that, it allows you to stay in that space of just, staying on track, staying on your schedule, whatever your schedule is, whatever your routine is, or whatever it is. But because you're seeing the results, it kind of just keeps you going. Whereas maybe a couple of months ago you were doing things and because you were not seeing any of the results or because things just kind of felt stuck, you kind of wanted to give up or just didn't want to keep going or were kind of questioning if this was even worth it, whatever it is. There's something that you were waiting on or something that you wanted to move forward towards, either a person or whatever it was, or you wanted to get a new car, whatever it was, but you were told to hold on for a little bit. And it's like you are at the time when you were told to kind of just stay still for a few, you were kind of questioning, but this is I need this type of thing, if you need a car, you need this person or whatever it was. But even though it was uncomfortable for you to hold on, even though it was uncomfortable for you for not to take an action at that moment, you still listen to your own intuition. You listen to your ancestors, to your advice, and you were like, okay, I'm going to hold on until I can move forward or I can go ahead and do this or whatever it was. But now you have had that revelation as to why you were supposed to wait. And you're able to see that the reason you were supposed to wait was because there's something better or something bigger or something. I don't know. There's just, it's whatever has come in or whatever is coming in is more than what you could have expected or more than what you could have imagined. So that also brings this feeling of satisfaction of, oh, okay. And it also allows you to, moving forward in the future, listen more to your own intuition, listen more to your guides and to your ancestors, to your angels. There's someone, this is not you, fire signs, there's someone from your past that is thinking a lot about you. If it's romantic, this person is replaying the entire connection, replaying the entire relationship, and they're just kind of stuck in their thoughts and in their emotions towards you. If this was a friend or a family member or whatever it is, an old job that you left, I don't know, there's someone that is reminiscing and is regretting letting you go. Again, if it's romantically, they are obsessively reviewing every single detail of the relationship. as to where it went wrong. If it's a friend or, a family member that you've become distant with or whatever, they're going through something personally that is bringing you back into their thoughts, meaning they don't know how to deal with what they're dealing with, and they wish that they had you in their life so that you can kind of like, because you were always there like to listen to them and things like that. I don't know, it's something. I feel that you're not worried, and it's not that you hate this person or anything like that. It's just, like I said, there has been some distance between you and this person. And obviously, if it was a romantic connection, this is the person you're no longer with. But this individual is like constantly, like you're constantly on their mind, and they're over obsessing over the details, over obsessing over what went wrong, type of thing. And it's like they kind of want to pick up the phone and like, shoot your text, call you or whatever, and then it's like the hesitation of like, but we haven't talked for months, or we haven't, talked for years, or whatever it is. It's what's holding them back from reaching out to you. And if they're gonna do it, doesn't show on me at the moment, but just know that if you're sensing somebody that maybe you haven't been in contact with for years or whatever, or maybe a friend that moved away, you guys moved to different states, and they live, 1,000 miles away or whatever, and this person pops into your mind, maybe reaching out to them to see, making sure they're okay, or just saying hi and things like that. But there is somebody that is thinking about you and that really wants to reach out to talk to you because of their own personal issues that they're having. Now, if you are not in a position to do that, like, to talk and, to kind of guide this person, then you are either going to lead this person to where it is that they have to get like the resource, like you're going to give them ideas and the resources and things of what they have to do to get that area, that specific issue that they're dealing with. But again, it's more their energy wanting to reach out to you. So unexpected, like, texts or phone calls from people that you haven't connected with for a very long time may be coming in for you. And it is your choice, obviously, if you want to reconnect with those people, if things ended badly or not, or if you are even able or willing to help them. You have this, it's like when people see you, at least this week anyways, you're gonna have like, it's gonna seem like you have like this peace, like this like about yourself, where people are gonna be so drawn to you just because they want to be within the same space that you're in, because of that peacefulness, that tranquility that you're bringing, that I can breathe type of energy. Fire signs, going ahead and taking the initiative to move forward, whatever it is that you're moving forward with, has really transformed you within yourself, even if you haven't realized it. And this week, you're going to probably hear a lot of people like expressing how they see the growth in you, or how there's something about you that they just can't put their finger to it. But there's something about you that that just brings peace. That's just a word that keeps on wanting to come up. It's like, if somebody's having a really hard day or whatever, and it's like they see you, it's like regardless of who they are, their day just lights up, because just by you saying hi, like just the way that you're saying hi, just the way that you're expressing yourself, just the way you're carrying yourself, fire sign, this week, it's like you're bringing that peace to everyone that a lot of people are just kind of missing right now in their life, if that makes sense to you guys. There is a group friends, family, doesn't matter, co-workers, whatever. But there is a specific group that you were very close with, people that you spend a lot of time with in your past. More like, people that you probably haven't connected with probably like the last 3 or 4 years or whatever. But even though you were close with these people, you never really felt like you fit in. They never really got you, and they were never never willing or wanting to understand you. And it's like, since you went ahead and you decided to work on yourself and you decided to, see where it was that your life was taking you, all these people still stayed together. They still stayed in a tight group. These people fell into spaces, energies, spirits that had people sleeping with each other's partner, had people doing, different drugs and different things that a lot of them they didn't want to do, but were willing to do because they didn't want to lose that security of that group, if that makes any sense. They didn't want it, because when you removed yourself from that, during that time, you were having a lot of difficulties and you were really by yourself. But what they don't understand is that you were working on yourself, you were working on your growth. And because they only saw the outside of it, whether it was that you lost your job, whether it was that, you lost, whatever it was that happened, they went ahead and were willing to do whatever it was to stay within this group, because they didn't want to be an outcast like you. Because they didn't want to be an outcast like you. That's all I keep on hearing. Oh, I don't want to be an outcast like the fire sign. So little by little, it's like they were killing themselves, their life, with constantly doing things and going into things that just made them feel dirty and ugly. And these group of people became so disgusted within themselves. But instead, again, of pulling themselves out of it or calling themselves out, they just kept repeating it. And now it's like they see you and they're like, oh, but if that fire, if fire sign was able to get out of this, then maybe there's hope for me. And I'm not saying that you were doing the things that they were doing, but the fact that you stood your ground, even when you were within this group of friends or cousins, families, whatever it was, whatever this group was, even though because you stood your ground and you decided to walk away from what you felt was coming, let's put it that way. Now, those that are still stuck within those energies, those that are still stuck within that turmoil that is making them, that's a woodpecker, I believe, that is making them feel, the word is disgusted. They feel disgusted with themselves. And because they see your growth and they see where you're at, where you're headed, you're giving them hope that they too can someday find whatever it was that you found. Whether it is that they need to find self-worth, self-love, whatever. But this may be the group or the energy that I was picking up earlier of, you being in people's thoughts. This group admires you, but at the same time, there is still an energy of like jealousy and envious. Like, they admire that you were able to overcome everything that you overcame or whatever, but they're envious and they're jealous that they didn't do it first, if that makes any sense. So again, those are things that they within themselves have to work out each individually. But just know that there is a group, and when I say a group, I'm talking about like, a tight-knit group. You'll have a group of like 4, 6, 8, 10 people, whether it's like 5 couples, 4 couples, or 3, 4 really good friends that go up, whatever it was. But there's something that you removed yourself from, it does seem that there is a dynamic of like a family unit type of thing. So if these were couples that, you guys were all, there was like four couples and you guys were really close and you guys had kids and your kids were were always together and this and this and that. And you kind of removed yourself from things because you heard so and so was interested in someone else's husband or someone else's wife or whatever. So whatever it was that went down that you removed yourself from, things after you removed yourself, things went really downhill. And it was kind of like a lot of things went down that you were glad and you were happy that you were not within that space anymore. And these people are now looking at you as their hope for getting their own act together within their lives. That's the best way that I can explain it. So like again, there is, for the fire signs, there is a lot of people from your past admiring you and looking up to you, but they, some of them may not come forth to speak to you because they're still dealing with that envious and that jealous energy of like, why did you get out of it first? Or why did you get out of it before things got worse? Or whatever it was. And it was because you decided to listen to your own intuition. It was because you decided that you needed to grow, that was not going to be it for you. Alrighty. So fire signs, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shuffle these cards real quick. I'm going to pick out 3 oracle cards, one for Sag, one for Leo, one for Aries. These are the cards that are used for the extended read that are posted on Patreon. And last week I posted all of the Patreon information for free, like all of the videos and stuff like that. Those are still on. I was supposed to remove them last night, but got busy. I got busy with life, and I was like, you know what? I'll just remove them probably tonight if I decide to. I may just leave them up there just so people can see what it is that I offer in Patreon in each tier. So we have Sag. I guess that's Leo. You don't want to go back in. And Aries. And Aries. Okay. Let me go ahead and pull. Okay, so we have Lady of the Stars is Sagittarius. What's 9:57? Sorry, I just gotta look at the time. Do I have any from the back of the book? Since I'm already here, I might as well, right? Isis. Lady of the Stars. Where are you? Before that. And then Leo. Alrighty, fire signs. Let's see. Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, and Sag. So Sag, your card is, can you see it without the glare? I was gonna remember, I gotta move the candle. I don't know if it's a candle, what it is that's causing the like extreme glare. Lady of the Stars, this is Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Ceres is a celestic goddess. Sirius. Oh, there goes the narcolepsy. We'll blame it on that. No, I just been doing videos all day, so my words are just okay. A celestic goddess, a star of unconditional love and wisdom, and an extremely high vibration. It brings deep soul awakening, spiritual gifts, and high capacity for divine service. Lady of the Stars is also an empowerment of all other oracles in this deck. She tells you to pay attention to pay attention because something significant is taking place right now. And this may be, I feel that for you, Sag, it does has a lot to do with that group that you got out of, that group of like, they're looking at you and they're seeing you as their hope during this time. And either somebody's going to come ahead and say it, or somebody's going to be reaching out soon to let you know that they admire you, or some of them might end up making a few comments coming from the jealousy and the envious. But regardless of what it is, it's still going to be shown or going to be revealed to you during this week, Sag. Leo, your card is Enter the Chamber of Healing. A spiritual gift of healing is coming to you now. Be open without expectation or preconceived notions and allow the healing from the Lady Isis, Mistress of Magic, to help you find the best solution for any situation that does not appear to be as it should be. Take your time and create space into which her magic and energy can flow now. Expect your miracle. And I feel that for you, Leo, this has a lot to do with as you start to see those results, as you start to see the things manifest in your life and things like that, it's like literally you're seeing and you're sensing all of those miracles, all of those blessings coming into your life. And you're just like, wow, all I had to do was allow it to happen. All I had to do was stop resisting it. All I had to do was stop blocking myself. And then we have Aries, and I keep on looking at the paper because the last video I mixed up some of the signs. Anyways, Wings of Isis, Aries, this is your card. Uniting with the angelic self. You have a special spiritual relationship with the angelic worlds. Part of your soul purpose is to birth angelic consciousness and values such as fearlessness, compassion, and service into the human culture. This oracle brings your angelic assistance and intervention and confirmation that any impressions you may have had that you belong not only to the human kingdom but also to the angelic one are correct. So there is something that is being revealed to you, Aries, whether it is from your ancestors or your angels or your guides, what it is exactly that you're here to do, how it is that you're here to help, Mother Earth, how it is that you're here to help humanity. And as you go ahead and you go into those spaces, I feel that a lot of you are going to be quite amazed at what is revealed to you during this time. Well, guys, that is all that I have for you for this week. As always, thank you for all the love and support, and I will see you guys back next week. If you enjoyed the video and you liked it, make sure you go ahead and like it. If you feel that there's anybody that can benefit from this video, go ahead and share it. And again, if you want to go ahead and join me for the extended, the link is below. I want to go ahead and send every single one of you love, strength, and blessing. Take care, guys. And yes, this mama needs a nap before the kids wake up. Have a wonderful, beautiful, amazing day. Love ya. Bye.